I appreciate you for watching, for keeping you alive and keeping this channel alive. Today, we are going to be talking about something which is I'm really passionate about, and that is Africa. Today, we're going to be discussing about Africa, the people of Africa, the culture, the lifestyle, and the tradition. You know, a lot of people have different perception, different opinion, depending on the information they get from the newspaper, the videos they watch. I mean, biggest global media houses that publish something different than what's at the ground. So today we're going to be talking about a lot more, but it's going to be a conversation between me and you. So it's not going to be like talking, but it's going to be a conversation between me and you. And I believe it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome for us. I mean, a lot of people have a different opinion about Africa. But if you're joining me today, I welcome you. Thank you for joining. Just keep your question in the live chat there. I will be answering all the questions about Africa. Anything you need to know about Africa, I'll be answering that immediately without hesitation. When we talk about Africa, for this I'm going to ask you questions. When we talk about Africa, what comes into your mind? A lot of people, when they are mentioning the word Africa, most of the people, what comes into their mind is poverty. People think about poverty. When you mention about Africa, people their mind quickly react to poverty. Some react to backwardness. Some think diseases. Some think wars. Some think, different people have different perspective about Africa. But I want to let you know that Africa, it's not a country like many people think. People have a perception that Africa is a country. Africa is a continent like other continents. For example, Europe, America, Australia, Africa is a continent with over 54 countries. And these countries are divided into different regions. For example, we have the southern, we have the north, we have the east, and we have the west. In each region, I can give you I can name one country. I can name one country just to specify it. In the northern region, we have, I can say Morocco. We have the Morocco. Mostly people from the north, they are a little bit speaking more of Arabic. People from the northern Africa. Then we have in the east. In the east, you can talk about Uganda, Ethiopia, East Africa. Then you can talk about the western part of Africa. We have countries like Ghana. We have countries like Senegal. Those countries are coming from the western part. Then when you go to the central part, we have countries like Cameroon. There is a central part of Africa. That's where countries like Cameroon emerge from. And these countries also speak French. Then when you go to the south, we have many countries. We have, for example, we have South Africa, we have Lesotho, and many. So my question was, when somebody says or talks about Africa, what comes into your mind? Just type it in our chat there. I'll be going through all of it. Then I'll be answering all the questions you're putting in there. I appreciate. So Africa has a number of 54 countries. And Africa speak more than 2,000 languages. There are many languages in Africa. There are many, many, many languages in Africa. One of the most spoken language in Africa is Arabic, followed by Swahili, English. Those are some of the most spoken languages in Africa. I appreciate those who are joining. I appreciate those who are joining. Thank you. Keep the subscription. If you are new at this channel, this is our first live video. So please keep the subscription, subscribe. Africa has many things. Africa has it has a lot of things people don't know. And these things, for example, I can tell you, if you ever went into an African market, many people could be seeing people selling items. But when I walk into an African market, I'm not only watching people selling items, but I'm watching people selling items. I'm watching families looking for a living. I'm watching a community. I'm watching unity. I'm watching resilience in the same market. So Africa has many modern cities than what you see in the headlines, or global headlines actually, than what you see in the global headlines. Africa has got a number of cities. For example, I can tell you some of the modern developed cities right now. I can tell you Addis Ababa, that is in Ethiopia. That's one of the modern cities built right now in Africa. We have cities like Nairobi in Kenya. People who are interested people have interested in making business. When you go to Nairobi, there's a lot of developments in different aspects. Actually, Nairobi is thriving in technology. It's so amazing when you go there. Nairobi is thriving in that category. And then there's cities like Johannesburg in South Africa. These are cities, when you go there, in cities like Johannesburg, Cape Town, when you visit these cities, it will be difficult for you actually to differentiate whether you are in Africa or you are living in Europe or America, because everything is relatively same. Starting from the infrastructure, everything is same. So if someone watching right now this live, you've ever had like interest of going to Africa, those are some of the cities you would begin with if you have interest to go to Africa. Africa has a lot. It has a lot. It has many cities, Kigali. When you go to one of the cleanest, safest, beautiful city, Kigali, in Rwanda. That city is so beautiful. That's why I am communicating to you. We have this conversation, me and you, about Africa, so that we can, those who don't know a lot more about Africa, can at least get some information. And as we are proceeding, we will be able to traverse around all these countries, and we will go city by city, village per village, and you will be able to discover Africa. Those who are joining, thank you for joining. AshLiveug. If you have any question, please keep the question in our live chat. I will be answering those questions, mostly about Africa, African people. Africa has a lot of culture. I mean, the music is different, the dancing styles are different, we have languages are different, different types of dishes, from different countries, from different tribes. When we talk about African tribes, actually, you may be mesmerized, if not perplexed, what's happening in Africa. There are many tribes. Tribes do like crazy stuff right there in Africa. So it is beautiful. Actually, it is beautiful. The weather in Africa is favoring anyone. Anyone on planet Earth can go and live in Africa. Anyone on planet Earth can go and survive in Africa. The weather, it was created for humanity. All people can live in Africa. That's fact number one. All people can live in Africa. The fertile soils, the rains, the fresh waters from Africa. Anyone from anywhere can go to Africa and survive. The undiscovered minerals still in Africa. When we mention about Africa, there's a lot of tribes from different countries. For example, I can give you a clear example. When you talk about Africa, the situation in Kampala, Uganda, is totally different from the situation in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Totally different. When you compare Ghana and Nigeria, they are totally different. When you talk about South Africa and Egypt, they are totally different. That's what I mean when I'm talking about Africa. That's what I mean when I'm talking about Africa. Different background. I mean, people grow up from different lifestyles. The music, the dances, everything is totally different. But we are one. We are all Africans. We are all Africans. There are some silent tribes in Africa the world doesn't know. There are some silent tribes the world doesn't know, and people have never seen. So let me know in the comment section there. Let me know there in our chat. If you are interested in going to Africa, which country would you like to go to? Which country would you like to visit when you like to go to Africa? Let me know. Which country would you like? Then we will talk about that specific country immediately. Which country would you like to go to? I'll tell you about the security in that country, the economy of the country, the hospitality of the people in that country, the airlines, I mean, the transport, the infrastructure. I'll be telling you everything. Those who are interested, soon enough, we're expecting Africa Cup of Nations to be taking place in East Africa. So I think a lot of people will go into East Africa to watch African Cup of Nations 2027. So if you're willing to go there, I'll be communicating with you. We'll be moving together, and I'll let you know where to sleep safely, where to live safely, which city is good for you, depending on where you're coming from and everything. I'll be letting you know. Many people have a perspective of about Africa differently. I mean, completely different from what's happening there. Completely different from what's happening there. I mean, Africa is totally changing. Africa is totally changing. People are developing their countries. People are focused on developing their countries. I can give you an example like Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is developing their infrastructure. They're putting the infrastructure in place. And when you go there, you will see a different place. If you have ever happened to go there before, and when you go right now, you will see something totally different. When you go to Kenya, when you go to Rwanda, when you go to South Africa, when you go to Morocco, you will be left in wonders of the beauty that has been created at the continent, Africa. The food. So it's so important. It's so beautiful there. The weather is favorable for anyone. There are many languages spoken there. You don't have to speak English. You don't have to speak African languages. As long as you are capable, your health is good, you can go to Africa and you can visit Africa 100%. The cities, from the most secured city to the least, we will be discussing all that about Africa, the tribes. I appreciate those who are joining right now. Please subscribe to our channel. Your subscription is very crucial to our promotion of this channel. Our main agenda is to put a torch into deep down into Africa, where the world doesn't go, where the world doesn't know. We will travel all of Africa, we will travel the world and paint the real image of Africa, of the people there, the world doesn't know, and the activities that are happening there. I was talking about the minerals that are happening in Africa. When you look at countries like Congo, Congo is experiencing some challenges like any other country, but when you look at Congo, they have a lot of minerals. They have a lot of minerals there. For example, I can tell you like they have gold. Congo is one of the world's producer of gold. They still have that real gold, and many countries go there and take this gold at a cheap price. So many who have interest in dealing in gold, they can go to Congo. Congo still have forests, huge forests that are producing the good timber that can be used in different, aspects of life. So those who are interested in that particular area also, they can go to Congo. There are still minerals there. There is diamond in Congo still. Diamond is still there. And Congo is very huge. When they talk about, maybe let's say if Congo is infected with a kind of disease, it cannot, occupy the whole of Congo. Congo is a huge country. It's a very colossal country. Sometimes something will happen in the city of Congo let's say Goma, then the people who are living in Kinshasa will hear news just like the people who are living in London. It's amazing. I mean, it's amazing. If you go there, a lot of minerals there. So if you have your question, if you have your, just type it there. I'm gonna be answering that question about Africa. When we talk of the entertainment, Africa now is ranked as #1 in the whole world about entertainment. The musicians Africa is producing, for example, the Burna Boys of Africa, the Tylers from South Africa, they have the Chameleons of Uganda. They have many artists from Uganda representing Africa to the world. So the music right now, when you look at the world's top artists, you can't mention 10 artists without mentioning one African artist. When you mention about the greatest football players right now, the 10 greatest football players, Africa has a big position, there. When you look into the Premier League, when you look into the La Liga and many other leagues, there is many African players. So that's what I'm talking about, Africa. And these players, they're coming from the grassroots from Africa. So if you're watching from America, if you're watching from Canada, United Kingdom, you're watching from the United Arab Emirates, you're watching from Africa, thank you for joining. Just keep the subscription. We will move together. Our intention as AshLiveug to put a torch to highlight the beauty of Africa that has never appeared anywhere in the media. You know, having a perception is different from having a reality. Like when you go to Africa, like some people have a perception about Africa, but when you go to Africa, you go to experience, to have like personal experience, rather than having an assume into your mind. So let's go to Kenya and see the Maasai people. Let's go to Tanzania and see the Hadze people. Let's go to South Africa and see the Zulu people. Let's go to Uganda, Rwanda, and see the Twa people, the shortest people in the world. The businesses, multi-billion business have been constructed. Cement, we have a lot of rocks that are available for making cements, for construction. So Africa, Africa is beauty. Africa is beauty. Africa is everything. For me, Africa is everything. When I talk about Africa, even I become passionate. I am passionate about Africa. So that's why I did this live today, to welcome all people to come and visit Africa, to come and see what they didn't know. The longest river in Africa and the world, that's the River Nile, it's found in Africa. Come and see a river that is providing that is providing water to a number of countries for many years, the longest one. Come and see an ocean is forming, a new ocean forming in Africa. When you go to Egypt, when you go to Ethiopia, there is a crack that has been happening, that has been, enlarging ever since 2005. So it's increasingly, and it's creating a gap within the continent. Soon, we're gonna witness a new ocean in Africa. So let's be there. UGWave, I've seen UGWave. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the subscription also. I'm right here in the Pearl of Africa. That's great. Africa is the plate. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching UGWave. So those are some of the things that we are experiencing in Africa. If you're willing to go to Africa, we will be communicating with you the countries you would love to visit. It's not only about visiting the wildlife. Many people, when they talk about Africa, they think maybe it's about the wildlife, the gorillas, the huge snakes, and a lot of things. But Africa has a lot to discover. The huge mountains. In Africa, we have countries that are experiencing snow more than some European countries. The world doesn't know that. We are experiencing snow in some countries in Africa. Go to South Africa, there are many countries there that are experiencing. Africa has got a number of races, people of different color, but we are all one in Africa. When you go to the people from the northern Africa, those Morocco, Egyptian, Libya, Tunisia, they're different. When you go to the West Africa with the Ghana, Nigeria, they're different. When you go to even the physicality is totally different. When you look at these people, the East African people, the people from the Horn of Africa, though they are considered East Africans, for example, Somalia. Many people would wish to go to Somalia. You're only watching news. Actually, ever since when I was a kid, I used to read about, the civil wars in Somalia. But until now, the world is publishing same issues there. But when you go there, it's a different story. So it's better you visit. It's better you visit. Africa is safe for you. Africa is favorable for you. The food in Africa is favorable for all the people around the world. And then also the weather. The weather is so beautiful for any person. And the sunshine attract, the nature is so friendly to humanity. So Africa is a home for the world. I repeat, Africa is a home to any humanity on earth. In 2027, East Africa is going to be hosting the major tournament of AFCON. That's going to be taking place in majorly Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. So those who will be willing to go there, they will witness what I'm communicating right now. The hospitality of the people there, you will see, you will feel many people who are coming from America, who are coming from Europe, they remain there because what they know and what is reality is totally different. Many times as I'm scrolling, maybe I come to watch many videos from African Americans, the black people, the white people from America, from Europe. They're talking, Is this happening in Africa? Is the high sc- the infrastructure, is this infrastructure happening in Africa? I mean, yes, you only need to visit, and I communicate to the African American, the you need to come and visit a home that you've never been to. Come and see the home. When you come to Africa, the goosebumps around your body, I mean, it will heat up. It will heat up. You will feel differently. When you reach there, you feel different. Some people, when they reach in Africa, they want even to sell what they are holding in those countries, then come to Africa. Because here is home for anyone. Here is home for anyone. Africa is home for anyone. Talk about the currencies. There's a number of currencies in Africa. Each country has its own currency. We will go into details in our next live shows. We will be there and we'll look at each one and how much it weighs into the American dollar and how you can use it once you reach there. The internet, many people like are skeptical about the internet there. There is an internet there in Africa. You can communicate, you can connect in any country, you can connect and communicate. So most of the things the world maybe doesn't show is that even the crude oils, are from Africa. Africa is producing oil. When you go to some of the most producing oil countries in Africa, you look at Nigeria. Just of recent, I heard about Uganda. They're doing a good job there also. Many countries, many countries, many countries. Thank you for joining. If you're new here, please just subscribe to our channel. Our topic is today about Africa. We are talking about Mother Africa. I call it Mother Africa because I believe, with the knowledge I have and the experience I born and grew up from there, that Africa is a home to the world. Africa is a home to anyone in the world because you can survive by the weather, you can survive with the food, the land is available. Africa is huge to the extent that you can combine America, Europe, Asia, and then they can all fit into Africa. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the motherland, Africa. So the African American, I mean, guys, you need to come back home. You need to come back home and witness the British people, the Canadian people. I mean, you have to come to Africa. You have to come to your home, Africa. It's not only about the wild animals, but the hospitality of the people there. I know many people when they reach at different airports. Some people, I mean, they shed off. Some people cry. Unknowingly, when you reach there, I mean, the reception. I mean, there's something, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you feel like you don't need to be, you don't need to be protected. That's what I'm talking about. You don't need to be protected. I mean, you're free. You are in a free zone. And that is Africa. It's a free zone for each and everybody. Yujuv has reminded me about the gold in Africa. Yeah, I mean in Uganda. In Uganda, there is gold. There is gold. So many people who are doing the gold business, many people who are into the gold business, they can go in Uganda, can go in Uganda and see the hospitality of the people and the business. There is a lot more to discover about Africa. When you go to South Africa, you visit the major cities. I mean, Africa, this is the home where the world's richest man comes from. That is South Africa. That's one of the great presidents of all time and freedom fighters, Nelson Mandela, one of the greatest leg artists, come from Lucky Dube. So it's full. There is a lot more people don't know about Africa, and today we are here. We are talking about those things people don't know about Africa. Africa is not a country; it's a continent with over 54 countries. Thank you, UGWF. Thank you, UGWF. So there is a lot about Africa. Many people don't know. There is a lot about Africa many people don't know, the world don't know. And even to the extent that Africa is so huge that there is a lot more even we Africans who are living in Africa we've not yet discovered. There is a lot more we have not yet discovered. The opportunities that are within Africa, starting within us, because Africa now is considered as the continent with the youngest population in the world. So that is the opportunity number one. Being young is an opportunity. Being young is an opportunity. So you hear many countries, you hear many continents, they're inviting the youth, the young people to come and take citizenship into their countries because the population in those countries or continents is growing up. And so there is a lot of demand in different activities. But for Africa right now is ranked as the best, number one with the youngest population, youngest, energetic, intelligent, and ready to grab any opportunity. Someone is asking about biggest countries. That is Algeria. Algeria is the biggest country. Then the most spoken language is Arabic, followed by English, Swahili language. Some people, when they talk about Africa, their mind runs fast. Nigeria, no. There is Nigeria, there is Ghana, there is many countries, there is Uganda, there is Ethiopia, there is South Africa, there is Lesotho, Malawi, Zimbabwe, many countries. That is country. So sometimes I'm surprised when I see a lot of our sisters from America. They say, tell me one country from Africa. They'll say, Wakanda. My sister, come to Africa. Come visit Africa and see the beauty. And see the beauty of Africa. There is a lot more to discover about Africa. There is a lot more to discover about Africa. The leadership. When you look at Rwanda, go to look at one of the most organized, beautiful, clean city of Kigali in Rwanda. Go and see. Beside hospitality, but the organization is wow. The innovation and the technology enhancement in Kenya is far beyond what you expect in your mind. It's far beyond, far beyond. So if you are in America, Canada, and you think about technology, I mean, welcome to Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome. If you look into farming, that is Uganda. We are all safe in Africa. We are all safe in Africa. We are all safe in Africa. I mean, to my black community in Jamaica, the black community in America, I mean, just imagine waking up in a day when you see, when you see people surrounding, when you see millions and millions of people surrounding you of the same color. I mean, how would you feel? You know, how would you feel? I mean, it feels, it's special. You feel a special something in you. You don't have to have a connection to come to Africa. You don't need to have a family, in Africa. When you come from anywhere in the world, then you go to Africa, already have a family, you already have a home. You're coming for business, come and do the gold thing. If you're coming for farming, come and do the farming thing. If you're scouting, talents, entertainment, football, music, artists, there's a lot more. You can't finish it. It's still raw talents in Africa still. So we will be glad to welcome you in Africa to witness the beauty, the beautiful sceneries. When you look at the religion side, you go to Africa, Ethiopia in East Africa, with the oldest beautiful tradition, the old Bible, the old churches from millions and millions of years back. They're still existing in Ethiopia. The culture from generations, go to Tanzania and see the cultures that have been protected from generations to generations. To the Zulu people, protected generation to generations. And what's beautiful about it, that you don't need you don't need to speak the local language. Just come as you are. You will survive there in Africa. You will survive in Africa. It's beautiful there. It's beautiful there. So once you have a question about Africa, just keep it there down. Keep it in the live chat. I'll be answering it immediately about Africa. If you need to know something about Africa, I want to end today's live when you understand Africa and when you have the passion, when you have the urge to travel to Africa, whether you're from anywhere in the world. When you are working, you have a vacation, visit Africa. When you have a vacation, visit Africa. That's a home. That's where I can recommend brothers and sisters from different backgrounds, from different angles, to come and see, to come and experience. That's Africa for you. And those who are willing like to invest in knowledge and innovation, because many African people now are adapting to technology. The content creation in Africa now is taken as a serious business. It's taken as a serious business in Africa. Many young boys and girls have risen up and have become millionaires doing the content thing. So this is gonna be fun, a little bit fun. I'm gonna give you two choices. You select one, either village or town. You choose. You choose either village or you choose town. You choose to live with the Hadza people from Tanzania, or you choose to live with the Maasai people from Kenya. There's a lot of different types of food that has not been mentioned in world records, but they're so important in human nature, I mean human life. But these foods are in Africa. These foods are in Africa. We've still got a lot of land where you can cultivate a lot of plantation. I mean, you can put a lot of plantations in Africa there and then provide food to the world. Africa can provide food to the world. Or we still have that land in Africa. It's possible to provide food to the world. And if you wish to come to Africa, brother and sister, you are welcome. You are welcome to Africa. You are welcome. You are welcome to Africa. And there are many people, many sisters and brothers who are working in the United Arab Emirates, those who are working in the United Kingdom, those who are working in the United States of America, those who are working in Canada. I mean, brothers and sisters, those who are capable, those who are able. I mean, there's a lot of services you can still offer in Africa. There's a lot of services that are existing where you're living, but they're not there in Africa. And you can do those services in Africa and become a multi-millionaire. So if you're capable and you are living, you're living at the ceiling, you gotta go there down to home motherland Africa and then do something that's not gonna benefit you only, but it's gonna benefit the sisters, the sisters there, the brother, the society, the community. It's gonna benefit a lot of people there. So let's chair, As African, when I'm talking about Africa, I feel something. You gotta go there, bro. You've got to go there. You go to home where you've never been before. You don't have to be, you don't have to be black to go to Africa. You don't have to be black to call Africa your home. Africa is the home to the world. It's a home to the world. When the Chinese come to Africa, they survive. They survive. When the Americans come to Africa, they survive. When the Russians come to Africa, they survive. When the Canadians come to Africa, they survive. When the Asian people come to Africa, they survive. And when the Arabs come to Africa, they become family. Because Africa is a source of life. Source of life, Africa. The nature, the beauty, the pastures. It's beautiful there. It's beautiful there. It's beautiful there. Many people are speaking different languages. Don't be scared about languages. Don't be scared about the languages. Just know in Africa, when you come there, the hospitality will be your language. Hospitality, which is happening in Africa, it will be your language. It will be your language. I've got a chance to travel many countries in Africa, and I can witness that people are so welcoming. You know, what happened during the slave trade, people would be brutal, but people are still happy, welcoming to each and every one. I see. So chat, today, if you have a question, just keep it there down. I'm going to be answering it. Thank you for the subscription. I know a lot of people are watching, and those who have not joined, it's going to be consistent. We're going to be talking about a lot. We're going to keep pushing it. We're going to highlight. Our mission is to highlight Africa to the world. The parts which are, the global media cannot show. We are ready to put it outside there. and then you will see, and then you will judge, and then you will be eager to come and visit the Mamara land in Africa. Because I believe, just like you believe, that we all came from there. We all came from Mama Africa. We all came from there. Thank you for watching Ash Live UG. Today it has been our first ever live video. Today it has been our first ever live video. Thank you for those who are watching it and those who will be watching it later. I mean, we appreciate you. Just keep the subscription. Our main target as Ash Live UG is to push, to highlight the beauty of Africa, the people, the culture, the tradition, and the lifestyle to the world to see it. We have a lot in more in Africa. We have the minerals, we have the nature, we have everything that, I mean, allows human life to live. So we have to put it outside. Not that once a lot of people from different countries, when they're mentioning about the poorest, I mean the poorest continent, the poorest country in Africa, people will mention Africa directly, but it's different. I mean, it's different. It's different, totally different in Africa, totally different. It's a different story. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the information. I want you, I'm leaving this question for you. I mean, keep the next topic into our chat there. We will be giving you information. And if you have interest in traveling to Africa, just give us a country where you wish to go to. Then we will give you information concerning or regarding that particular country you're selecting to travel, and we will give you reasons why you can select that, or you can choose and select this one depending on what you want. You want tourism, you want business, you want movement, you want to organize a party, you want adventure, you want to have experiences, have different, I mean, anywhere you wish to go, we are ready to show you, we are ready to put a torch in any place you wish to go in Africa. Ash Live UG. Today we are ending here. See you tomorrow, same time, same people. Ash Live UG. I sign out.